So, 15th century Europe was a haven for aristocratic serial killers. Not only did France have Gidura, but Hungary had the Blood Countess, Elizabeth Bathory, and Hungary and Romania at that time was known as Wallachia, and they had the absolute cream of the crop, Prince Vlad. Now, Prince Vlad was born as Vlad Dracul, which means son of the dragon. On later occasion, he was given the name Vlad Tepish, which translates literally into Vlad the Impaler, which is pretty much how he's known today. Now, Vlad ruled 3 separate times. And each time something would happen, they were at war with the Ottoman Empire, the Turks. And on one occasion, 2 delegates of the Ottoman Empire came into his throne room to make a request and refused to remove their turbans, which was unheard of in 15th century Europe, because their customs dictated you didn't wear a hat in front of the crown prince, in his throne room especially. So Prince Vlad got very ticked off because he felt disrespected, and he ordered the turbans nailed to the head of both of the delegates. Thereby, he was like, okay, you're not going to respect me. That turban means more to you. Fine, take it to your grave. And that was pretty much how he was on everything. During one of the battles, it was his ingeniousness, and some say his bloodthirstiness, that saved the Romanian people, because over 20,000 of the Turkish troops were captured and impaled. And it was the sight of these rotting, impaled bodies that caused Sultan Mehmed II to turn tail and run, thereby saving the Romanian and Hungarian citizens, back then known as Wallachians, then Transylvanians, but today Hungarian and Romanians, by those actions. It was even said that it meant so much to him that he would actually eat his dinner among the rotting corpses, which is not fairly disgusting, extremely disgusting, but it was war, and I'm not making excuses. That's just disgusting any way you look at it. So anyway, on his second time on the throne, he actually allied himself with the Roman Catholic Church and Pope Corvinus. At this time, the Crusades, were going hard and heavy. And Vlad is credited with stopping the Crusades in Western Europe in the 15th century, because he stood up to the Turks regardless. So finally, after his reign was over in 1476, a couple of Turkish citizens, or whatever you call them anyway, they happened upon him, and they decapitated him and brought his head to Constantinople to show to their leader. Well, Vlad was already off the throne by then, so it didn't really do them any good, but they did it anyway. Vlad is still celebrated to this day. He is hailed as a hero in modern-day Hungary and Romania, and hailed as a complete monster in Turkey. But, you really have to leave that to the viewer to decide. Over 100,000 dead, but he was saving his people, and I can't really argue with that. So anyway, 15th century Europe was not anywhere that any of us would want to be. Not only was there no internet, but apparently there was a bunch of assholes running around. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Y'all have a great night. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.